Hi all, good morning. Welcome to another week of Redmond Cricket Conference tournament. We are here live from Kalani Park. Hello, mic test. One, two, three. Hey, good morning all. Welcome to next weekend of Redmond Cricket Conference. We are live here from Kalani Park.
नहीं this island and you have to turn this mic on and off. Okay. Right. I will also check. So right now mic is off. Let's see if it comes. If not, then just you have to mute or unmute this mic. Okay. Okay. So you have.
Won't come.
Where's the ball? Oh,
It's not even going.
jeez.
बाउंड्री बहुत दूर लगा दिया क्या आज?
This one is small. That one is massive.
Yeah, mid wicket is very small.
फेंस है ना
फेंस क्यों रखा लेकिन?
फेंस का नहीं भाई वो ये भी कैप्चर करना
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the UST T20 Championship 2022. To this match between the WCC F-20 and the Bellevue Strikers. WCC has gotten off to a solid start, only losing 1 wicket in 5 overs for 42 runs. Moeez Hussain on 11 and Parthosh on 3. Sai into the attack. Edge past the slip. Will it go all the way? Stopped right before the boundary. Oh, actually it's given for. Good sportsmanship by the fielder. Yep, racing away to the boundary off the bat of Moeez Hussain. Just shows how much pace is there by Sai's bowling. Four off the first ball. A lot of pressure on the bowler currently. Solid run rate for the WCC. Well played by Moeez. Just taking a dot ball after the boundary. Yeah, it was interesting to see the ball actually travel to the boundary off that edge. As we know, Klahani Park is not known to be the quickest outfield, but it seems as if the ball is traveling today. Leg side, flicked away. Fielder's there, but he won't get there. Ball stops, looking for 2. 1 calls, 1 is in. Huge confusion, but he gets away safely. Moeez wanted 2, Parthosh didn't. And I think they're just going to have a chat to figure out what's going on. No clear calling over there. I think there was definitely 2 on offer. Parthosh didn't want it. Fielder at deep mid-wicket has moved a little finer, more towards the square leg area, but still at a mid-wicket position. Short again, pulled away, straight to the man. They get a single. Parthosh gets off strike. Moeez is back on. And yeah, it's some solid bowling. Bowler bowling well to his field. And now for Moeez, the fielder moves back to more of a cow corner area, and short mid-wicket moves to short square leg. So good planning by captain. Obviously must know the players pretty decently to be able to tell where their hitting areas are. Yeah, we've seen a broad range of scores at the Klahani Park, this UST T20 Championship. I think Bellevue Strikers did score 200 last weekend over here. And WCC is just looking to bounce back. They were defeated pretty badly in their last game, but seem to have bounced back pretty decently here in this game. Oh, top edge, fielder coming under it. Oh, he's put it down. He has absolutely put down almost pretty much a sitter. He had to run back, but at this level, you're expected to catch those. It's 49 after the power play. Power play has come to an end, and straight away we seem to have a spinner coming into the attack. Srikanth Reddy, the new bowler. Moe's batting on 17 off 14, solid strike rate. Parthos just a little below 100. Flicked away. Easy single. Think in this area, or at this point of the game, they're just gonna keep rotating, try to get the odd boundary. With the dew and everything, with Klahani's outfield, I think par score would probably be around 160 to 180 over here. Anything between there is pretty solid. Parthos a little below 100 strike rate now on strike. Solid defense. Low flight by Srikanth, just trying to tease the batsman, try to get him to play a false stroke here, but staying patient is Parthos. This time a little fuller inside edge, just misses the stumps. This is great bowling by Srikanth, just baiting a false shot by both the batsmen here. And just as I say that the sun seems to be out a little bit. It's great to see in Seattle. You never know with the weather here. It's extremely unpredictable, but you love to see it. A little short of this time, pulled away. Fielder takes the catch on the boundary. Exceptional fielding by the Bellevue strikers. They dropped one off of him earlier, but this one is taken, capitalizing. Great bowling by Srikanth Reddy, and that long boundary aiding the Bellevue strikers in this position. 51 for 2. Solid innings. 18 off 16 by Moe's Hussain comes to an end. New batsman in Sanjeev Narayanan, who will be on strike here. The 5th ball of this over. Just 2 runs so far. Great over so far. He just needs to finish it off well to the new batsman. A little short to the offside cutaway. They'll get one. And for a new batsman, that's exactly what you need, just to get off strike for your first delivery. Off the mark right away. Takes a little pressure off. If you're WCC, you just want to keep rotating. Don't let the run rate drop too much in this position. Short again, pulled away, man there, straight to him. They'll get another single. And that's 4 runs off that over. It is 53 for 2 after 7. SI has been brought back for a second over. So far has been a little expensive. 6 runs just off of the 3 balls he's bowled so far. Just a small break as the non-striker is tying his shoelace. Parthosh on strike, 8 off 12 so far. Lofted, straight to covers, brilliant catch, diving forward. That's an amazing effort that gets rid of Parthosh there. Looked like it just held up a little bit, tried to drive it and went straight to the man. Diving effort. And WCC is now 3 down. They're going well in the power play, but I've just lost 2 consecutive wickets in very recent time. So just a little bit on the back foot now as Sachin Jain gets put into bat. Some solid bullet stats for the Bellevue Strikers. Suraj a little expensive, but everyone else has pulled it back pretty well. So wicket off the 4th ball. New batsman Sachin Jain on strike. Ooh, just misses the outside edge. Traveling quickly to the keeper. Beautiful way to start to the new batsman. The nerves are going to be high. Just lost 2 wickets in 2 overs. So the pressure is on as well. That's a great way to start. Absolutely great way to start. Back in that same length again, this time defended straight back to the bowler. This is a great comeback after the first 3 balls, giving away 6 runs. He's got a wicket and 2 dots to end. 53 after 8 overs. Srikanth Reddy gets his second over here after a brilliant first one. Back of the length, cut away. One wants a single, a little miscommunication, but they both get back okay. Good fielding by the point fielder, Megnath. Run rate seems to has slowed down a little bit to below 8 and over now, low 7s. Ooh. Slow through the air, just tempting the batsman. Isn't able to do much there. And that's going to be wide. He's going to have to bowl that one again. He's going to try to keep it outside off and have the batsman play through the offside, because that has been the strategies. Quick single. Oh, run out chance there. Fielding team wanted it. But umpire says not out. Very close there on the non-strikers, and that was a very risky single. Decided to go through with anyways. That's that nerves coming in. That pressure built up. Got 2 dots, a wide, and then a very risky single after just losing 2 wickets. This is great bowling by the Bellevue Strikers. Just pulling it back after that little expensive power play. Short this time, pulled away, deep mid-wicket into play. Oh, he's put it down. He has put it down. Very close to the boundary there, but dropped right beforehand. And the scamper for a single there. The boundaries here at Klahani Park are a little long. Batsmen are slightly struggling to get it over there. The two deep fielders, I think right now, especially with the 2 wickets lost in the last 2 overs, they much want to rather play on the ground than go aerial in that area. Edge right to the left of the point fielder, lands safely, and they take a single. Sachin and Sanjeev both a little under pressure by the great bowling performance currently by Bellevue strikers in the last few overs. Slog swept, cow corner in between 2 fielders. They'll go back for the second, and we'll get there safely. Some good running. 65 for 3 after 9. So change in bowling, Jay into the attack. Looks like another spinner. They have been struggling against spin. We'll see what they do against Jay over here in the 10th over. Oh, way quicker in the air. Different than Shrikant in the previous over. He is firing it in quick pace spin. Back a length, straight to covers. 2 dots here to start. Great start for Jay. If you're WCC here, you just want to keep rotating. Don't let the run rate drop too low. Back a length this time. Edge. Dropped by the 3rd man fielder. He was in a great position to take the catch, but just couldn't hold on. This is some great bowling by Jay. 3 dots to start. A lot of pressure on WCC now. Short this time. Back foot punch. Miscommunication. Run out. And he's gone. Sachin had no chance there. That's that pressure, that 3-dot pressure. He needed to get off strike. Push a single that wasn't there. And there's that run out. Now 4 down are WCC. Spin seems to be working great for the strikers here. Great tactical move by Captain Mahidar. New batsman, Malay. And he will be facing 4 dots in this over. Jay has really put some insane pressure on WCC. If you're the new batsman here, you just want to get off strike, just get the scoreboard ticking a little more. Bowling teams full of energy right now. got 3 wickets in the last 4 overs. If you're WCC in this position, I think wickets are key at this point. 65 for 4. You just want to keep rotating, try to keep your wickets, and try to get to around like probably 100 at the 15 over mark. Just try to put yourself in a position to go hard at the end and get to around the 140, 150 mark at this point. This is 5 dots in a row by Jay. Could be a maiden over. Slower this time. Oh, right past the outside edge. Maiden over for Jay. Amazing over. 65 after 10. If you take a look at the batsmen on the scorecard, at the top, Abhishek, 22 off 15, Moise, 18 off 15. But after that, no one has gotten going. It's been below 100 strike rate for the rest of the guys over there. Run rate has dropped to 6.5 per over. Six bowlers used so far. Great economies all around, except for the one expensive bowler, Suraj. But everyone else has bowled brilliantly. A little break being taken right now as we switch balls. Who does Captain Mahidar go to next? I think he's got to stick with the spin, go back to Srikanth, have him bowl out. Jay just bowled a brilliant over, have him continue. They've put some insane pressure on WCC. So if these two bowlers keep going as they have been recently, the Bellevue Strikers are going to try to limit them to under 120, which is very much chaseable here at Klahani Park. Srikanth back for his third over. He's bowled pretty well so far. Got in the just the 1 wicket, but 2 overs for 10 runs. Oh, slow through the air, just defended by Sanjeev. 3 off 10, 3 off 11, sorry. Just hasn't seemed to gotten going so far. Back of the length, through the covers. They'll get one here. Good fielding by the man at sweeper covers. I think that's what they need to do more of. Just keep rotating strike, getting the singles. They have been just stuck at the crease so far. They had a good start. If they just kept getting those singles instead of trying to go aerial over the deep mid-wicket area, they would have been in a so much better position right now. Back length. Shoo, beautiful ball by Shrikant. Batsman Malay tried to cut it through the point area, but wasn't able to get it off. Fuller this time, driven back to that covers area again. Slight misfield, but they decide not to take the second run. I think it was a great call there. A little bad throw, but could have been in trouble if they took that second one. So, great call by Sanjeev, who is currently on strike. Fuller, hit to deep. Looking for two, they're gonna get there. That's some great running. That's what they need to keep doing. Keep getting those ones and twos, keep rotating the strike. They want to try to get past the 120, 130 mark into the 140s, 150s. They'll have a great score to defend at that point. And still only 4 runs in this over so far with the last ball. Fuller, top edge, long off. Can he get there? He got there. What a catch! What a catch by the long on fielder. Had to cover a lot of ground, but got there in the end, and that's another wicket for the Bellevue Strikers. Just what they needed, and just what the WCC didn't want at this point in the game. Now 5 down for 69 after 11 overs. Jay to continue. First over was a maiden with a run out in there as well. And back for his second, new batsman Avinash, who is currently on the non-striker's end. Driven straight through the covers fielder, and they will get one to long off. That's Jay's first run conceded. Bellevue has been great to pull it back after that expensive power play. Run rate continuously dropping. Pressure is on WCC right now. 5 down. Edge, third man. Good stop by the third man fielder. Another dot ball. There's been a lot of dots in the last 5 to 6 overs. Just putting a lot of pressure on WCC here. Slower through the air this time. Beating him with the pace of the ball. This is amazing changes from Jay. Knows exactly what the batsman's trying to do and is not giving it to him. Down the leg this time to the square leg fielder. Should just get one. No is the call for the second. That's a good call. Just 2 off the 4 balls so far in this over. Jay is really turning this match around in terms of the run rate. Just 2 off 1.4 overs. Slower this time. Full toss through the covers. They will get one. If you're the strikers right now, I think you're more than sufficient with just ones. WCC is going to have to get a little more than that to try to get to a really good total, competitive total. Boundaries have dried up tremendously. Quicker on the pads, run out chance. He made it. Straight to the short mid-wicket fielder. Was quick to get it to the bowler, but batsman got back into his crease. 75 after 12. 72, sorry, after 12. We've got two amazing games. Obviously, we've got this WCC F-20 versus Bellevue Strikers going on right now, but if you're a viewer right now, don't go anywhere, because the match after this, Rams versus MLCA Seattle, who have been on a roll, going 2 for 2, putting up 202 and 240 in both of their batting innings. So stay tuned and keep watching. New bowler now, another spinner, Rajat into the attack. Short. Ooh, just to the right of the point fielder. Covers, gets around, looking for two. Confusion, but he'll get there in the end. Batsman just seemed to be ball watching here, not really paying attention to the partner. I think the communication is slightly off and has been throughout this game, honestly. WCC just need to get that running down. Back a length through the covers again. This time we'll only get one. Decent start by Rajat, 3 off 2 balls. Dew definitely playing a factor in this game, slowing down the outfield, but is also the ball being wet has affected the spinners' grip, but they seem to be doing well so far. Swing straight through, missed everything. That's a beautiful delivery, just tempting him with a little bit of flight, but not able to connect. Another one. Same area, same shot, same result. Just past the outside edge. That is some beautiful bowling by the Bellevue Strikers currently. Raja just tempting him into playing a false shot here. Flight it again. This time he connects. Fielder will not get there, but it does stop right before the boundary, and they will only get one. I think the batsman thought it was going all the way. It's a deep, very big cow corner boundary over there. So they've got to keep running hard. They got to keep getting those doubles, and they missed out there on a run there. Great bowling by Rajat. It's a beautiful delivery to end. Just 4 off the over. Spinners have really dominated here at Klahani Park in this WCC versus Bellevue Strikers game. That's 76 for 5 after 13. Change in bowling. This is surprising. Pace has come back. The spinners have done exceptionally well to hold him, so it's very surprising to see the pace back into the attack. Megnath, the bowler, has gone for 13 off of his 2 and has gotten 1 wicket so far. Here's his 3rd. Back of the length, defended. Good call to keep the dot ball. They would have been in big trouble if they decided to take that single, but it's good lengths to start for Megnath. WCC just struggling to rotate the strike. There have been too many dot balls in the outside of the power play region. Back of the length, pulled towards long on, and they want to. They're gonna push. That's great running. Great running by WCC. They need way more of that. Just testing the fielders on the boundary. It is a deep leg side boundary, so the fielders are gonna have to travel a lot of space to be able to cut off those doubles. So that is great running by WCC. They need more of that right there. Fuller this time, driven to the long on. This time they'll only get 1. Just hit a little bit harder, and long on fielder does great to cover that and keep it to 1. So 3 off 3 deliveries here. They just need to keep rotating until they get to the 16th, 17th over. Then they can try to go hard at the end with 5 wickets still in the account. Point fielder pushes up a little bit. Back of the length. Missed out. Batsman frustrated. He feels that should have been runs over there, but wasn't able to connect. Seems it was a little slower by Megnath and deceived the batsman a little bit. It's a good dot ball by the Bellevue strikers here in this situation. Fuller this time through the covers, sweeper. It's good fielding by the Bellevue strikers. If you look at the dimensions of this field, the offside boundary for the righties does seem to be a little smaller, and but they've done well as Bellevue to limit those boundaries on the offside. There hasn't been many boundaries at all, honestly, in the recent time. Down the leg side, called wide by the umpire. He's gonna have to bowl that one again. So 5 runs off of the 5 balls so far by Megnath. It's great work by the keeper, who is standing up to be able to stop that one down leg. Fuller driven, long off, will cut it off. They want to, and that's great running. They took 1 for the throw. It's a deep boundary there, the straight boundary, and it's a great double to end 83 after 14. Rajat has been brought back for his second over. Bowled a pretty solid first over, just 4 runs. Back of the length, can't get it away. Batsman's insanely frustrated with himself. He's missed out on 2 short balls now. Just taking some time to get back to the crease now. Dot ball to start his second over, Rajat. Swept to the deep square leg fielder. Will just get 1. Good work on the square leg boundary. 85 after 14.2. Short mid wicket has now come in. Defended. Beautiful delivery by Rajat. The batsmen just haven't been able to get under the spinners so far. Very, very limited boundaries. And it's just been singles and doubles so far after the power play. And that's brilliant. Back the length. Batsman unable to do anything. Just leaves that one. 3 dots in the 4 balls bowled so far. He's got under that one. That was full. Fielder, long gone. Takes the catch. Well done by the long gone fielder. That one was a little fuller. He was able to get underneath it, but couldn't get all of it, and is taken on the boundary. And that is the end of Malay. This is great work by the Bellevue striker spinners. Just holding, putting a lot of pressure. 3 dots and a single in the first 4 deliveries, and then he tries to go big, can't get all of it, and leads to a wicket. With the way these spinners are bowling, it's a little surprising to see Megnath come in last over, but bowled a pretty solid over last over, and now just 1 run off of 5 deliveries. New batsman Anand into the crease. Quicker this time to the mid-wicket area. They want to... No is the call. And that is a good call. Ends the over with a single. 2 runs off of that one. 85 for 6 after 15. New bowler into the attack. It's Avinash. Avinash to Avinash. Some good pace by Avinash. Back of the length on the off stump. Batsman just trying to pull it away to the leg side. Not be able to get anything on that though. Good dot to start. Full this time. Flicked away. Fielder's in the area, deep mid, but he cannot cut it off. And it has gone away to the boundary. That's the first boundary in a while for WCC, and they're going to need a lot more of that to get to a competitive total here at Klahani Park. It's a great shot by Avinash. Just flicked away to the leg side. They don't have a deep square leg for the pacer, which is surprising. They have a wide third man instead, so it's third man, deep covers, long off, long on, and deep mid-wicket. But now the deep mid-wicket has gone a little square towards the square leg boundary area where the shot was just hit. This time into the leg side, and the deep mid-wicket is there to cut it off for a single. didn't get that off the middle of the bat this time. So they are just able to get a single, just 5 off 3 balls so far. New batsman Anand. He's just going to want to rotate strike here. Avinash has just hit a boundary. Try to get him back on strike in these last 5 overs. Fuller this time, flicked away. Man is there though, and will cut it off for just a single. So single to get off the mark for Anand, and he puts Avinash back on strike. Avinash going pretty decently here, 13 off 13, strike rate of 100. And he's going to want to look to find the boundaries here, especially try to use that pace. It is a short boundary to the back or behind, so maybe might see a ramp of some sort. They take a bye here and they will get it, and overthrows. No one was backing up that throw over there, and off of a ball that should have been a dot ball, they get 2. It's great running and great awareness by WCC. Called byes by the umpire. So it's been a little expensive from the pacer in his first over. 8 off, just 5 deliveries, 1 more to go here. Full this time in the block hole, can't do much there for the batsman. And he gets a single to end the over, keeps the strike. It is 94 for 6 after 16. So Jay back into the attack after an impressive first 2 overs for just 3 runs. Avinash on strike. Flicked away. There's no one there, but it's not going to go all the way, is it? It doesn't get there. It's a good cutoff by the deep square leg fielder, and they are able to get 3 runs there. So a little short by the bowler, and it's punished for 3 runs there. They're going to need a lot more of those. If you're Jay right now, you're going to want to stick to what you've been bowling. Back of the length on the offside. Slower this time. Beautiful. That's what they've been doing so well, is changing up the pace as Bellevue strikers. Jay especially, quicker through the air on some occasions, slower on the other. Quick this time, pulled away. Straight to the man at deep square leg, however, and we'll just get 1. So 4 off 3 deliveries so far. Avinash gets back on strike. Change of angle for the bowler. Jay now goes around the stumps, around the wicket, to the righty, Avinash. Oh, he's missed out. It is a full toss. Batsman is extremely frustrated with that. Was probably in an area where he could have put it away for a boundary, but misses out, gets hit on the pad, and there's another dot ball. So 4 of 4 deliveries now in the 17th over. Slower, edged into the pads. Batsmen have not been able to do anything on that slower ball by Jay. This is beautiful changes being made by the bowler. Quicker this time, flicked away. Fine leg boundary. Will it go all the way? Yes, it will. To the boundary. Straight down the leg side on that quicker, and that was just punished for a boundary. Great way to end the over. 100 brings up the 100 for WCC. It's 1-2 after 17 overs. Spin continues. Srikanth is back for his 4th over. Has gotten 2 wickets for 14 runs in his first 3 and gives off a single off that first delivery to get Avinash on strike. He is the set batsman. He's been there for 19 balls and has got 21 off of those 19. So he's going to want to take majority of the strike in this last 3 overs, try to capitalize on the deliveries that the spinners are giving him. It's gotten a little windy here at Klahani Park. It is a chilly day today. Coming in at 47 degrees right now. Gonna be a high of 54 today, so it's gonna be cold throughout the day. Back of the length, cut away for a single. Deep covers will cut it off. It's a good rotation so far. They're going to want to keep rotating, limit the amount of dot balls here, and get the odd boundary to try to get to around a 9 to 10 per over in these last 3. 2 off 2 so far. They need the odd boundary here. Short on the offside. Just pulled away for a single to the deep mid. Looking, but will not get the second. Great work on the boundary by Captain Mahidar. This is some good bowling by Srikanth. Not allowing them to get any boundaries, get under the ball, or hit it in the gaps. He's bowling well to his field. And he's bowled. Tried to get a little cheeky and hit it over the fine leg area and just went off of his pads onto the stumps, and that is the 7th wicket for WCC. A fine innings by Avinash comes to an end. 105 for 7. Prashant, the new batsman, will get strike on his first delivery here. 4 balls in this over, 3 runs. It's been a great over so far. He's gotten the wicket of the set batsman Avinash. Flighted and defended, wants a single but not gonna get it. Gets back in time. In this situation, you are 7 down, however, you cannot be defending the ball. I know it is your first, but you got to get off strike in this situation. Anand has been there for a little, has got 4 off of his 5 deliveries. Try to get him in a scenario where he can try to strike the ball and get a boundary, but you've just taken up a dot ball and have gotten 3 runs off of the 5 balls in this over so far. Flighted, and it's missed everything. They're gonna run for a single. Does he get there? And it's out! Batsman did not drag his bat. Direct hit by the wicketkeeper and is a run out. There was never a run there. I have no clue what the batsmen were thinking. And that's the 8th wicket down for WCC. Puts them in a tough situation because in these last 2 overs you want to try to go hard, but you only have 2 wickets left. So it's going to be tough to try to get to maybe 120. But that's what they've got to get as the minimum from here on out. So Pacers into the tack for the 19th over. Yorker to start. Brilliant bowling here by the Bellevue strikers. Sai, the bowler, with his 3rd over, has given 2 overs for 13 so far with 1 wicket, and has now started with 2 dots in the 19th over. Brilliant bowling by Bellevue strikers here. Pulled it back amazingly after a tough power play. Slower this time. Driven straight to the covers fielder, and that's another dot. 3 dots and 3 balls in the penultimate over. It's just brilliant bowling. Batsman can't get anything away right now, Prashant. Yorker again, this time flicked away on the leg side, and they'll get a single to put Rajesh, the new batsman, on strike. I think at this point they're going to want to try to get to 120, but I don't know if that's going to happen. It's looking around 115, or maybe even less than that with the way Sai is bowling right now. Oh, some good pace there and left by the batsman. The second to last over, you can't be leaving balls. Just throw everything at it at this point. You've only got 2 wickets, but you still need to put up more runs to be able to give your bowlers a chance here at Klahani Park. Down the leg side, flicked away. We'll get 1 again. And that makes it 2 runs. Just 2 runs off the second to last over. It's 107 after 19. So it's the final over here. Will be bowled by Avinash. First ball is driven to long on. They will get 1. think WCC will just be targeting 115 and above here. They just need 7 off of the 5 balls remaining to get there. Tried to cut that one, but will be a dot ball. Unable to get anything away here is WCC. Just been cramped for runs. Not been given anything. Down the leg this time. Off of the glove. Another dot ball for the Bellevue Strikers in this final over. 1 run off of 3 balls. Batsmen aren't able to get anything away. Short this time, pulled. There is a guy that will cut it off. They're going to run for the second. And they will get there. Good running by WCC. Puts them to 110 now with 2 balls remaining. Want to try to get the most out of these last 2 balls. Couple boundaries gets them to 120. Driven over to long on. Want to, but won't get it. It's good fielding by the long on fielder to cut it to just 1. It's 111 with 1 ball remaining in the innings. Rajesh will have the strike. He gets a 6, they get to 117, he gets a 4, they get to 115. But the way this game has been going, it doesn't look like a boundary will be coming off of this ball. Low full toss, can't get it away, we'll just get 1. Fielder cuts it off, throws to the keeper, and that is the end of the innings. 112 is what WCC has put up in their 20 overs. 113 is what the Bellevue Strikers will need in the second innings. Welcome back to the UST T20 Championship 2022. Second innings of the WCC game against the Bellevue Strikers is about to start. Abhishek, the opening bowler, Mahidar Molapati, captain, leading from the front, will take the strike. Meghnad on the non-striker's end. Mahidar coming off of 100 in his last game. Short to start, straight to the point fielder. Dot to start the innings. It's a good way, just pushing the batsman back a little. Good way to start. They're going to need a lot more of those dot balls to WCC if they want to restrict the Bellevue Strikers to under 113. Mahidar currently number 4 in the batting most runs rankings. Down the leg side this time. Should be leg bys. Got a single off of it, and leg bys signaled by the umpire. Current field in the power play, of course, have a deep square and a sweeper cover. Back of the length again, well bowled by Abhishek, but it's a no ball. No ball called by the umpire. That's exactly what the Strikers needed to get underway. An overstep by Abhishek. Big mistake here. It was a beautiful ball, but unfortunately, they will get a free hit on this delivery, and the Strikers are going to want to capitalize here to try to just push that run rate, get some slight pressure off, even though the total isn't high. Just want to keep the scoreboard ticking. Wow. What a shot. Over that mid-wicket boundary for a massive 6 by Meghnad. Beautiful connection. That's put a lot of pressure on the bowler now. What should have been just a normal dot ball has turned into 7 runs. Wow, what a beautiful pickup by Meghnad. And a beautiful connection. Amazing timing. Great way to get underway. Back length this time. That's where you want to be. Swing and miss by Meghnad. Back of the length again this time, just over the point fielder. But the sweeper cover will cut it off for just a single. That puts Captain Mahidar back on strike. Nine runs off of 5 balls so far. Back of the length on the outside again, past the point fielder, and we'll get one again to that sweeper cover. 10 runs off of that first over. It's 10 for no loss after 1. Second over will be bowled by first ball flicked down the leg side. Good no-run call straight to that square leg fielder. Down the leg side again, this time to the right, of that square leg fielder, and they will get two. They do have a deep mid-wicket fielder, but that's gone to the right of square leg in that area. So it's just slightly straying down the leg side is Avinash here, allowing Mahidar to grab a couple on that delivery. With the deep mid-wicket and a deep point, you would assume that he's going to try to hit that back of the length delivery. Better from Avinash this time. Slightly fuller, swinging away. Well driven by Mahidar, but it is a dot ball straight to the fielder. That's a better length. You do want to pull it back a little, as you don't have anyone in the V in the deep. You do have a sweeper cover that is slightly finer and a deep mid-wicket. Full this time on the pads again. Should get two and will get two. That's not where you want to be as a bowler. Or if you do plan on hitting that length, you want to set a field for that. The current field that he has is not supporting the fuller length. It's more back of the length. Have him cutting into the offside or pulling into the deep mid-wicket area. So 4 runs off of 4 balls so far. .2. There you go. That's where you want to be, that back of the length area. On the leg side, they will scan for a single as there is no short mid-wicket. But that's a lot better from Avinash there. That's how you start bowling to your field. Can't do much if you're a batsman in that position unless you get a great connection, go over the top for a 6. But at this point in the match, strikers will most definitely take their singles. Run rate required only 5.39. Already 5 in this over so far. Back of the length again, that's better. Beautiful delivered by Avinash. Exactly where he wants to be. It's a good ball to finish. 15 after 2 overs. Abhishek will return for a second. Bowled a good first over, except for that one no ball that cost him 7 runs there. Pushes long on deep now, and has a deep sweeper. Good ball to start. That full straight to covers area. Mahidar just taking a little time to get himself in. Doesn't need to strike too hard at the beginning. Run rate is only 5.5, and they are slightly above that right now. so can afford to take a few dot balls at this point of the match. Well bowled by Abhishek, not giving Mahi there much room to play with, keeping it on the stumps and keeping him playing in the V. Does have that long on in position if Mahidar wants to go over the top, but the deep mid wicket is a little vulnerable, so doesn't want to stray too far down the leg side. That's better. Sneaking for a single. Will he get there? Yes, he will. Fumble by the mid-off fielder. Are able to scamper for a single. Mahidar gets off strike, putting Megnath on strike. Change in field for Megnath. Deep mid wicket goes out. Long on comes in. Short to Megnath. Straight to the point fielder. And that's a dot ball. So the plan is to clear for Abhishek here. Gonna try to bowl a little fuller to Mahidar. Try to have him played to that deep long on fielder. And then more back of the length to Megnath. And trying to get him to play to the sweeper covers or deep mid-wicket fielder. Beautiful, beautiful bowling by Abhishek here. Not giving Megnath any room to free his hands. Continuously putting it in that spot where he has to just take his drive to the short cover fielder. Little fuller this time. Goes over long on. Will it go all the way? Yes, it will. Beautifully played by Megnath. Abhishek didn't miss by much, but it was slightly on the fuller end, and Megnath makes him pay for it. Megnath looks in incredible touch right now, punishing the bad delivery. It's 20 after 3 overs. Avinash will continue. Bowled a good first over, just 5 runs from it. Abhishek has been a slightly expensive in his 2 overs, giving up 15 runs in his 2. Down the leg side will be a wide, called wide by the umpire. Finished the over well, did Avinash, his last over. Seems to have started off straying down the leg side. Full down the leg side again, and will be called wide again. So 2 wides to start. now puts him at 7 runs given in just 1 over. Full on the pads again, this time a little more on the stumps, and we'll get a dot ball out of it. So that's a lot better there. That's where he wants to be. Does have a long on in place for that and a deep mid wicket. So it has planned it out. Does plan to bowl in that area. Fuller again, straight back onto the stumps. And we'll get another dot ball. So starts with 2 wides. Got a little lucky there. If it was a little to the right or the left of the stumps, probably 2 runs. But he will definitely take that dot ball, especially in this scenario, after giving up 2 wides in his first 2 deliveries. So now, 2 off 2. Back of the length, slight edge into the pads. Megnath wanted the signal. Mahi there wasn't interested. And we'll get another dot ball out of it. That's great bowling by Avinash. Exactly where you want to be in this situation. The bail seems to have fallen off of the stumps. It has gotten a little windy here. The sun has come out, which is a great sign here in Seattle, but does seem the wind has picked up and does continue to be cold at 49 degrees currently Fahrenheit. Oh, a little too full. Mid wicket is there, but can't get there. We'll cut off the boundary, however. Mahi there wants to, but they won't get there. Good work on the boundary by the deep mid wicket fielder to cut that off. A low fortune for both teams. If the fielder was slightly to the right, might have been able to get there. But also, the bowler did miss his length by a little bit. That could have definitely gone all the way if he got more on that. But I think both teams will take a 1 at this point. They want to, if you're WCC, you want to try to keep putting pressure by getting dot balls here. Slowly build the run rate up to 6, maybe 7 and over. That'll get strikers in a position where the pressure will be on. Currently, just going to keep rotating. It's 3 off 4 balls in this over so far. That's the ball you want to bowl. That is beautiful from Avinash. Not giving him any room to really free his arms, keeping it on the stumps. They've done a good job of doing that so far in this game. Oh, that is massive. Straight down the leg side and just flicked away by Megnath for 6. Can't be bowling there to a batsman who's in this type of touch right now. Every bad ball that has been bowled to Megnath has been put away. This is beautiful batting by the Bellevue strikers. It's 29 after 4 overs. So after a slightly expensive first 2 overs from Abhishek, he will not be brought back for his 3rd. New bowler brought into the attack. Starts off well with the back of the length delivery. Seems to have worked in this game so far. Anything slightly full has been dispatched. We got a 6 over the deep mid-wicket area on a full ball, 6 over square leg on a full ball, and then a boundary over long on, also on a full delivery by Megnath. So the back of the length has worked pretty well so far. If they continue to bowl that, they will continue to get dot balls and build up more pressure. That's what they need to stick to. Fuller this time. Mahi, they're happy to take a single and put Megnath back on strike. He's been the one that has been taking on the bowler so far. 2 6s and a 4 for Megnath. 17 off 10 so far. Run rate required now at 5.3 and over. If you're WCC in this position, you need wickets. You need to put some pressure on the Bellevue strikers. It's just too easy at this point with a wide down the leg side on that delivery. They're just happy to take their singles, take the extras, and hit that odd boundary, as Megnath has done so far. Back of the length again, that's where you want to be. Most back of the length deliveries so far have been dot balls or singles. Just shows can't do much on this pitch to those back of the length deliveries, but as soon as you push it a little full, you're in trouble. There you go, back of the length again, straight to the short mid-wicket fielder. Megnath is playing a beautiful innings so far, just waiting for that one full delivery where he can go after. He is respecting those back of the length deliveries, and as soon as one comes, he has put it away. Cut away, point fielder cuts it off for another dot ball. It's been a great over so far, just 2 off of the 5 deliveries he's bowled as Rajesh. If he could just finish it off with another dot ball here, that'd be perfect for WCC. And he's gone full, and he has gone the distance. What a shot by Megnath. Just patiently waiting, took 3 dot balls, and dispatched the last ball, who was slightly fuller, for a massive 6. 37 after 5. Change in bowling now. Sarath Kumar, the new bowler. Back of the length again. Edge onto the pads. Gonna rush for a single. And will get there. It was a direct hit, but Megnath was well in. Good running by the Bellevue strikers here. I think the one difference between the Bellevue strikers' batting so far and WCC's is the quick singles. WCC was putting a lot of pressure in their batting innings because there were a lot of dot balls in those middle overs, but the strikers seem to be rotating pretty well. They're also able to clear the boundary a lot better than WCC. There were a lot of caught on the boundaries in their batting innings. Down the leg side, flicked away. racing to that fine leg boundary, but won't get there. Will be cut off by the third man fielder, and they will get two. Just straying off the line that he wants to bowl as Sarath Kumar here. Wants to be more offside. Does have that deep mid wicket and long on, but don't want to be too fine. Don't have a fine leg in place. Run rate required now, pushing right below 5 per over. Full toss, driven over the covers. It's racing away. Will it get to the boundary? It does. 4 runs for Megnath. Just driven off of a full toss right over the cover fielders for a 4. This is beautiful batting by Megnath. 29 off of just 16 deliveries. And it's a great supporting role by Mahi there as well. Not giving his wicket away. He is playing at a slow strike rate, but he knows that Megnath is the one who is striking the ball well, so he's just handing over the strike to him currently. Short, pulled away, square leg, for another boundary, 2 in a row. 11 off of just 4 balls right now. Sarath is under some immense pressure right now. It's just too easy for the strikers. They haven't lost a wicket. 48 after 5.4. This turns out to be a great power play for the Bellevue Strikers. I think one thing we also noticed in that first innings was spin was the one that brought them, the Bellevue Strikers, back into the game. It will be interesting to see what this decision by the WCC captain will be after this power play ends. Will spin be into the attack, or will they continue with pace? Fuller on the offside, driven 6. That's gone all the way. Megnath is unstoppable right now. 17 off of 5 balls so far. That brings up the 50 for the Bellevue Strikers. Megnath moves on to 39. And this is just a brilliant inning so far. Bellevue Strikers are currently unstoppable. Sarath Kumar, expensive in his first 5 balls. He's just going to want to close this with a dot ball. Try to give up as little in this last ball as possible. At least give WCC a chance to pull it back with maybe a couple wickets. Fuller again, driven over, long off. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, and will go all the way for a boundary. Megnath looking in some insane touch right now. It's beautiful batting. 58 after the power play. Expensive last over by Sarath Kumar went for 21 runs in a game where you're defending 113. Cannot be giving up overs like that. But the power play is complete. This is where the Strikers brought it back in their bowling innings. Can WCC do the same? They're going to need these 2 wickets if they want to have a chance in this one. Run rate below 4 per over now required. Pace again, and wide to start by Mullay. think they're gonna need to bring in spin if they want to try to bring this back. Just slow it down. Have the batsman have to put in all the effort to try to get it over that boundary. It's got a deep mid-wicket and cow corner area. Try to get some wickets there. Through the point, region. Deep covers will cut it off, but they will get 2. Mahidar just playing a supporting role. He can do both. We saw last game put up 113 in just 54 balls here at Klahani Park against Sherry Punjab. So he can definitely play the hitting role, but currently he's just supporting. Now an edge over the top to the deep third man area, and that is gone for 4. A bit of fortune for Mahidar. It's gone for 4 off the edge. Megnath has been hitting majority of the boundaries here, but Mahidar now into the action. .51, the required run rate now. Played down the leg side, we'll get 1. And we'll stay for 1. So that's good batting by Mahidar. Got the boundary and now rotated to Megnath, who has been taking these bowlers on and sending them the distance. Eight off 3 balls so far. Slower this time. Couldn't get that away. No timing on that one. Straight to the cover fielder for a dot ball. Seems as if the Bellevue Strikers just want to get this game over with. The way they're batting right now. Have pummeled the WCC bowlers so far. Back of the length. We'll get 1. Could have been a second there, but decided to stay with just a 1. And that puts Mahidar back on strike. Fuller driven straight to the cover fielder and will end with a dot. So 9 runs off of that over. It's 67 after 7 overs. So another bowling change. Seems as if spin is into the attack. But is it just too late? Oh my goodness. That is some insane timing to get his 50. Megnath brings it up in style with a massive 6 over the square leg area. A little too short from the spinner, and he's put away. This is a masterclass batting performance by Megnath here at Klahani Park. Making those deep mid-wicket And leg side boundaries look small with these big hits. Anand is under some intense pressure right now, but brings it back well with the dot off the second delivery. First one just straying a little too short and got sent the distance because of it. That's better from the spinner. They will get one towards the sweeper cover area. It's just been too easy, this run chase. Bad balls have come every over and they've capitalized it on every occasion. And that's what the quality batsmen do. Both of these guys, Mahidar and Meghnad, exceptional batsmen. And they're just putting on a show for us today. It's better from Anand though. Good comeback after the 6 off the first ball. This time short again. Doesn't get to the fielder. They will get one. That puts Meghnad back on strike. Short again, cut away to the sweeper cover fielder again, and they will get one again. So good job rotating by these two guys. And it's 75 after 8 overs. So Malay back for a second over. Decent start to the over, .1. But the run rate required is just 3 per over. I think this game will be coming to a close soon. Strikers are 77 for 0. No loss. And are just trekking along nicely. Another single for Mahidar. Just playing the supporting role in this innings, as Meghnad is 53 off just 27 balls. Full this time, flicked away in the gap, and will race away to the boundary for a 4. Meghnad has made sure that if you've missed your mark, it has gone to the boundary. Just some brilliant batting by the Bellevue strikers. And the required run rate now down to 2.7 per over. This is brilliant from Meghnad and Mahidar. Short this time, swung over the ball. Thought it was going to bounce a little more, didn't get that elevation on that bouncer. So we'll get away with the dot over there. Will get a single off the last delivery and keep strike for the next over. It's 83 after 9. So spin will continue. Slightly expensive over by Anand in his first one, 9 off of it. But he will come back for the second. 30 needed off of 11 overs. Just 2.73 per over required. And I do have a feeling that this game will be over soon with the way these two are batting. Driven by Megnath, straight to the cover fielder for a dot ball. It's a good delivery by the spinner. You want to try to keep as many balls in that area as possible. Full toss this time, can't get under it though. Driven to the sweeper cover area for a single, putting Mahidar back on strike. Both of these two did well with the ball as well. Mahidar just the 1 over for 3 runs. And Megnath 3 overs for 20 and 1 wicket. And they're just in a hurry, it seems like. Trying to get this game over with. 28 needed now. 2 singles and a dot in this over so far. Driven through the covers. Exquisite timing, but well done on the boundary by the sweeper cover fielder to cut it off for just a single. His timing throughout this innings has been exquisite. It's Megnath. Mahidar hasn't found much this game, but is playing a beautiful supporting role. But this time he's got it in the boundary, in the gap between deep mid wicket and deep square leg, and gets 4 for it. A little on the shorter side by Anand, and gets sent to the boundary. Mahidar says it's my turn to score some runs here. Gets to 24 off of 27 deliveries. Full and 1 bounce to the fielder. Thought long off was in play, but wasn't able to get there. And we'll get a single to end the over. Mahidar keeps strike, 91 after 10. As you see through this worm chart, the first 6 overs were pretty similar between WCC and the Bellevue Strikers. However, the Strikers bowling pulled it back tremendously after the first 6, and their batting has just kept on going. Mahidar and Megnath continuing the onslaught in this game. And we're back after that small drink spike at the 10 over point. Just 22 runs needed off of 10 overs, 2.2 required run rate. As we welcome Tanush Contractor to the commentary box. Never mind. Prashant, the new bowler. Mahidar on strike. Short and pulled away. That is humongous from Mahidar. All the way for 6. It's his turn to end this game. Mahidar in contention for the leading run scorer in this league. Down the track this time to Longan. Drops just short of the fielder. They will scamper for a single, putting Megnath back on strike. As we welcome Surya Narayan into the commentary box. It's a lovely day, isn't it, Surya?
Yeah.
What do you think of the score so far? Strikers chasing 113 runs and doing it very quickly. 98 for no loss after 10.3 overs.
Yeah, looks to be going really good. They should do it pretty easily if something bad happens. So yeah.
Sun seems to be out. Wonderful day to play some cricket today. Don't go anywhere. Next match, MLCA Seattle versus Rams. It's going to be an exciting game starring star batsman Rishabh Mohan. And Projit Moody, the captain. Bellevue Strikers have reached 100 runs for the loss of no wicket, and this game will most definitely be over soon. Just 13 runs needed, Megnath on strike. Steps down, doesn't get the connection, however. Will just jog for the single. I think you can tell by the body language of the WCC players. They know this game is coming to a close soon. However, it's never over until the last ball. You never know till the last run is scored. Anything could happen. So if you're WCC, all you're thinking of is praying for a miracle right now. So far, with this 33 off 32, Mahidar now moves to second in the Group A in leading run scorer. Megnath at 9. So just 12 runs remaining. Will it be over in this over? Full, going big, hasn't got the distance, but falls in no man's land, and they will run for the second and get there safely, right in between the deep mid and long on fielder. So a little bit of luck for Megnath here, but he gets away with it, and just 10 runs remaining now. Full again, this time deep mid wicket, and right in between the gap for a 4. Brilliant batting from Megnath, and I think this will be the last over of the game, the way these two are batting. 68 off 37 for Megnath now. Just 6 needed. The batting dugout want him to finish in style with the 6. Swung away, but falls short just to the fielder for a single. I thought that was it, but he didn't get the correct timing. Didn't come off the middle of the bat. So I'll just get 1 off of it. Puts Mahidar back on strike. 5 runs needed. Short edge, but put down by the keeper. Ball did not carry to Abhishek, the keeper. And a missed opportunity there. 5 runs remaining still. Full toss. That is humongous from Mahidar. And that will end the game. Game over. Bellevue Strikers win by 10 wickets.
Right, we have a man of the match with us. Hi Meghnad, how was it?
It was nice.
How are you feeling after that fantastic knock?
Feeling really good. I think it's really important to get the tournament started on high start.
Nice.
We started on the last match, so this feels good.
That's good. What do you think about the situations today? It was cloudy in the beginning.
Yeah, I think overshadowed conditions. We were lucky to win the toss. Probably rested them to a low total, so that's what gave us the upper hand probably.
Nice. We saw some extraordinary hitting today. Hope you continue that.
Thank you.
Okay. So apparently, let's go back again. How are you feeling about the innings today?
I'm feeling really good. I think it's great that we got it to a good start with the tournament. It's been like 2 wins in 2, so it's very nice. Feels really good. I think the boys are also gelling really well together. There were a couple of drop chances in the first inning, but I think we'll get back.
That's nice. And you guys, how do you think about the bowling, and like how did you guys do with the first innings?
I think there's some gaps to fill in the bowling.
Okay.
Batting feels really nice. I think even the last game he got 100, so I think it's really nice. But I think we have some work to do in the bowling department and even the fielding. I think we had a couple of drop chances today. I don't think that can happen with some of the the teams that are on the top of the table. So
Nice.
we'll have to get better there.
Yeah, we saw some 8 bowlers tried today. I think that was a strategy.
Yeah, we wanted to experiment today,
Okay.
and see what might work for the later part of the tournament, and even if we qualify. So that was the strategy.
Okay. Well, that was outstanding knock today.
Thank you so
Good luck for the rest of the
Thank
tournament.
you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.